But we've already started the season and we've talked about the Fulham game, but we haven't played away yet. And we're about to play away on Sunday at Villa Park. And we're going to be going down like we always do. But looking ahead to that game, Villa lost 5-1 to Newcastle at the weekend. It's a terrible start to their season. What are you thinking ahead of the Aston Villa game?
Oh, I cannot wait. Get me back in that away end is what I say. It's been a long break, hasn't it, without away games, and I think it'll be the long awaited return. I'm really looking forward to it. In terms of the game itself, it'll be a very tough game, won't it? Villa coming off the back of that embarrassing defeat at St James's Park against Newcastle. I think they're going to be right up for revenge in terms of kickstarting their season, and that they'll want to impress the home crowd. Yeah, tough game. I think Calvert-Lewin has to be fit for me if we are going to get anything from the game. I think you need to have a long ball target man to hit in those kind of games, and especially without Tyrone Mings after he got that horrific injury at Newcastle. I think if we were managed to have Calvert-Lewin fit, I think that'd be huge for our chances. But I'm going to be positive. I think we can get something from the game because I wasn't looking at them against Newcastle thinking these are a fantastic team. They've got good players. Like we can't deny they've got good players. They've got Kamara, Musa Diaby, the new signing. He looked fantastic against Newcastle and he showed glimpses. So he'll want to impress his new home fans. But for me, there's no reason why we can't at least get a draw or even nick a victory. And I'll be positive and I'll say we'll win 1-0.
That would be huge, wouldn't it? A victory would be absolutely huge on the road to start the season. I'm feeling okay about it. I think I was feeling a lot worse until they got thrashed by Newcastle, and that kind of brought them back down to earth a bit and maybe has piled pressure on them for the home game. Of course, when we play our first home game, we were under a lot of pressure because there's that expectation, and it'll be the same for their fans. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I think if we remain resolute and stay organised like we did in the latter performances away from home, I feel like there's no reason why we can't get something out of the game. And hopefully we actually take the chances that we create because you don't get half as many away from home. And if we create a chance and put it away, then they know how wild that away end's going to go and we'll be in it and we'll enjoy every second of it. But we'd love to start the season with an away win because how long did we wait for an away win last time? We waited till Southampton, and then after that, we didn't get many more. So we could do with a few more away wins this year for our journeys and our troubles that we make.
Oh, definitely. I think what was it, 2 away league wins last season, and a Fleetwood in the cup, which can't really be too much accounted for. Yeah, I think it'd be a good start to the season, a good start to the away performances this season, and if we do manage to get a victory, it'd be fantastic. And what a way to do it at Villa because they had a fantastic end to the season last year, and I think if we were managed to beat a top team like Villa, I think that'd be really good, and it would set us up well for the rest of the season.
I think I'm going to make a bold prediction now because all week I've been thinking we'll just get a draw. We'll hopefully somehow nick a point, and then I'd be more than happy with that. But I'm going to go with 2-0 Everton. My thought process basically is that we get the goal and the pressure piles on Aston Villa, and eventually we get a bit of a sucker punch and make it 2-0. If we score 2 goals away to Villa, then the title party started.
Wow. This is like, imagine if you compared a game of 2 hours blue corner to the end of last season where we were just down in the dumps. Where's this positivity come from? It's mental.
This is what we want. Hopefully, we're still like this in 30 games.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
It's the start of the away games. I'm sure we'll be going to most of them this year. I can't wait for it. I'm sure you can't as well. And then after that, there's quite a decent run of fixtures, really, isn't there? It's not really the worst start to the season in terms of games.
Yeah. I mean, before the derby, I think we've got a few games there which we should be getting results in. I think if we do manage to get a result in, I think it'll just set us up well for the season. I think if as long as we have a boring season, I think we've said that in our predictions about 50 times. As long as we have a boring season and finish mid-table, we're happy.